people, you guys, I don't think you guys understand the importance of like
Why are you so boring and ruining
this
the vibes?
this kind of this kind of information spreading. This motherfucker has been able to build a successful multi-level marketing scheme that makes a shitload of money straight up off of like, his diehard sucker fan base. I'm not asking you to fucking do that, obviously, and I'm not promoting like a fucking scheme or anything. I'm just simply asking you to not fuck me over. I think that's not a crazy fucking thing, especially at a time when like I think this was a relatively successful interaction, partially because like no one has ever adequately pushed back against them. The reason why I'm able to adequately push back against them is because like I don't fit the mold of the regular internet commentator that he's used to talking to. He's not used to getting pushback regardless. When he talks, he always is like in hospitable environments where people are basically ready to concede or dick ride him because he's like crack for the algo. And every content creator that like has him on their show knows that, right? It's Friday, and I'm looking at the debate aftermath that Andrew Tate is the new top G, Trump blooper from the January 6th committee, and we found Hustlers University tapes. Get in now. This is the average tater tot. Made the juices go wild yesterday. Bring back Hasan back. Yikes, these guys are brain dead. Call for backup. You need Hasan aware. Excuse me, at Slavo Zizek. What the fuck? Yeah, we're going to do white racism.
What every single movement on the planet, to some degree, has been corrupted by the people who are in charge of the world, who are aiming to get more and more power from the populace. So let's look at the climate change movement, right? I'm not saying climate change isn't real. I'm not saying the climate isn't important, and I'm not saying the world is not important. I'm saying the people who are propagating the climate change agenda don't give a shit about the world. What they want to do is tax you all into bankruptcy so they can buy all the farmland and own all of it. That's what they're doing now in Holland. That's what they're doing now in Germany. It's happening in Europe. There's big protests because they're coming along saying, because of the climate, we're going to put your taxes up 300% because that's going to somehow prevent climate change. You're all going to go bankrupt.
That's such an incredibly... Wait, there's no way these guys find this to be compelling or interesting, right? I mean, this is still politics. He's talking about politics from a nefarious, conspiratorial, right-wing perspective. He's literally saying that the government's like lackluster initiatives on implementing some kind of regulatory control over emissions is actually just bad and wrong. Like, even though climate change, he's not saying it's fake, but all of the actions that the government is taking is still, insignificant, inconsequential, and bad overall.
And we're going to buy all the farms, and we're going to own it all. So every single movement, to some degree, has been corrupted. And there is always, even though there's usually a genuine motive, there is usually a corrupted, a hidden motive in nearly every single movement on the planet. Even the women's right motive, right? Let's look at...
Yeah, who's they, though? Who's the they behind the scenes? That's the real question. You know what I'm saying?
2 years and never.
Who's he talking about? Who's he talking to, and who's he talking about? That's what I want to know. Yeah, no, it's we're gonna do white racism jubilee, man. Chill. I'm not. When have I ever jumped to a jubilee like literally before the first hour passes by? I've never done that. It has never happened, and it's not gonna happen today. Is Gen Z turning into a grifter generation because of this dude?
10 months
I think like part of what Gen Z is like the world. If we're gonna talk about like larger concepts, I do think that Gen Z is just like living in the
love this community,
the hyper-capitalist dystopia where the world is fucking ending. You know what I mean? And they are very much aware of that. They're incredibly online. They see their opportunities and they do not see a positive future ahead. Okay? They do not see a positive future ahead for themselves or for anyone. They don't even see a fucking future for the climate or a future for the planet. So in that in all of that, there is this rugged individualistic attitude that has always been at the heart of like American politics and American culture in general. And that rugged individualism, I believe, has like broken the brains of Zoomers, and they all think they're going to do like these little schemes. Get rich quick schemes have always existed. Multi-level marketing schemes have always existed. Ponzi schemes have always existed. Rug pulls have always existed. It's just that like these aren't new. But now, you can attach that to a personality who very openly promotes it as such. And with stan culture and the internet, and you know, celebrity idolization, stan culture, you can get away with doing horrifying shit. I mean, so many content creators on the internet have done crypto rug pulls, and not a single one of them actually got even a fucking fraction of scrutiny. And as long as you're farming like people that are dumber than you, as long as you're farming people that are not that intelligent, and there's plenty of people that are not that intelligent out there, you can get away with it. So with that, on that note, we'll definitely, can he sue you for watching the Hustlers violent stream? I feel like anything this motherfucker's created a dumb army of insecure guys that will rat that stuff out. Yeah, I'm sure. But I do want to fucking learn. I want to know. Maybe he's got, I'm coming into this in the most charitable way possible. I can compartmentalize the wrong things that Andrew Tate is doing and still be charitable and see whether or not the Hustlers University is anything but like a get rich quick, like you can do drop shipping and make money on the side type thing, like, which I do think it's that. That's precisely what Ty Lopez was selling, and that's precisely what Andrew Tate is probably selling as well. And it's not going to be legit, in my opinion, and that the main source of revenue isn't necessarily coming from the brilliant fucking educational material that he's selling, but instead from getting other people to sell Andrew Tate as a lifestyle influencer. And for those of you who think this is new, Tony Robbins is a incredibly prominent figure. You have evangelical televangelists that are incredibly fucking powerful and incredibly wealthy, and they're doing it tax-free. You know what I mean? Like, there are a million different versions of this. People try to link me back to similar fucking grifts as well, but I'm always honest with you. I'm fucking brutally honest with you. I don't give a fuck. I make sure that you can have this content for free. It doesn't fucking matter. There are very few limitations and very few paywalls between what I have to say and what you're watching. I don't even fucking put my chat in sub-only mode usually, unless there's like, you know, unless we're getting hate rated or some shit. So I'm not selling you anything. You don't have to fucking subscribe. I tell you, if you don't have the money, you shouldn't do it anyway. So, dude, I guess so many of these multi-level marketing ads on YouTube nowadays, yeah. And we are living in desperate times. So in all of that despair, obviously these kinds of get-rich-quick schemes come across like a lifeboat. And people want to believe. People want to believe in the American dream. They want to believe that they can succeed in this system, and they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do the actual fucking necessary steps. They don't want to take the necessary steps to succeed. They simply want a couple fucking, they want someone to tell them like, here's what you got to do, set up a drop shipping account, and then, you know, with the cash flow that you create for yourself, then you'll be able to buy like Airbnb. You can become a landlord and like buy a bunch of Airbnbs and like take out mortgages on it, and it's like
23 divided by 2.
I haven't heard of Andrew Tate before the SU thing, and the moment I saw him shirtless with a cigar, it was like clearly bad news. Why is he literally such a big name everyone's talking about in the past weeks? He's been popping off on TikTok for a while. Aiden Ross is very good at like recognizing who's big on TikTok. What? Your debate with Tate on Pornhub is with 2.2 million views. Turkish bull destroys old British bottom in front of all of his friends. That's not true, but that's pretty funny. It's almost a disincentive to sub to you because you never read sub chats.
Please pray for me.
That's not true. You don't subscribe to me because you want me to fucking connect with you on a different level. You subscribe to me because you support me. That's it. You like what I do. You like what I have to say. You want to have link privileges. You want to avoid the top of the hour ad breaks. You're spending 5 hours, 6 hours to 8 hours every day in here, and you don't want to fucking see the 60-second ads. That's it.
Yo.
I am very, very open about this. Like, I'm nothing without my community. I'm nothing without you guys. So that's why I do how I do the way I do. You're allowed to steal jokes. I say as your own, especially if they're offensive. The funniest part about it is that like people will complain that I steal your jokes or whatever from the chat. And there's certainly times when I do that. But like, you're in here to steal 99% of the things I say and repeat it back to people so you sound fucking smart about a particular subject. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know that that's probably like most of the reason why you're in here. And it's fine. There's no problem with that. There's no issue with that. I know that. You know that. And that's how it works, right?